Hello again, it's Mr. Pete, the lock-picking shop teacher. Welcome back to the shop. Now just yesterday I went to a big auction and I bought this little 6-inch Atlas lathe along with a bunch of other stuff. And I hope you watch that video. I'll flash that title right now. Okay, I hope you watch that so you'll understand where I'm coming from and what I'm going to do in today's video. But I'll be talking a lot more about this in the future. It's just a little 6-inch Atlas in terrible, terrible shape, and I paid way too much for it. But the subject of this video is the cabinet on which this was mounted, and there's all kinds of pictures. Maybe I'll put a still of that someplace along here. And I took this off the cabinet so that we were able to load it, but the cabinet itself was locked and still is locked and weighs 300 or 400 pounds. We absolutely could not move it. It had to be loaded with a skid steer. So I'm going to try to get into that today and see what is in there, because in fact there are no accessories for this. I need accessories other than one tool holder and a couple centers that you see here. So virtually nothing. There is a 3-jaw chuck on it. This chuck is pretty much ruined and I will throw away. So let's take a look at that cabinet now. We're going to try to get into it, okay? This is going to be really neat. I have no idea what is in there, so take a guess. I'm hoping for accessories, but it is so heavy I tend to think maybe it's filled with stock and scrap iron and mouse nests. So let's get at it. This is the serial number plate mounted on the end of the bed of the Atlas lathe. If anyone knows anything about serial numbers, let me know the year that this machine was made, please. This is the 1951 Atlas catalog. There are about 4 pages devoted to the 6-inch lathe, and this is an Atlas. The Craftsman lathe would be virtually the same, only with different colors and different badges. Alright, so here's the mystery cabinet, and it's made by Lion, so it's really a nice cabinet. I would hate to break the door open in order to get in here, but as you can see it's locked, and everyone at the auction was trying to get in. And is it ever heavy? So let's see if we can get in this without ruining the door. So I am somewhat of a lock-picking shop teacher, you know. Did you ever watch Lock-Picking Lawyer? Once I had made the actual purchase, and this belonged to me, I had a hacksaw. I bring tools along, and there's a latch right here, and I tried with a jab saw to saw through that, but then later realized there's also a latch up here and down at the bottom. You know, I pried, I had screwdrivers, I pried, and then when I got it home, I even thought, I'm just going to destroy this thing, or whatever it takes to get in, or drill this out with a hole saw, and then I may, even right now, if I can't get in, drill out the lock. But I am dying to see what's in here, and I think you're dying to know as well. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. Well, that was pretty darn easy. And I'm no genius. So let me reset the camera, and we're going to see what is in here. That's what I use. Guess who taught me how to pick locks? 45 years ago, I forgot my keys at school, and I needed to get in some of the cabinets, and I had a student in there that says, well, I can pick that lock for you. So he showed me how. I think he's in the penitentiary right now, though. Are you ready? I hope no mice jump out on me. Wow. Is that packed with goodies, whatever they are. All kinds of toolboxes, and I don't know what all in there, but we're going to take it out one at a time. But it's very heartening to see that it's not just a stock rack, you know, with bits of metal in there that have been collected over the years. There appears to be a lot of tools, but what I'm really after, again, is those accessories. I will be heartbroken if they aren't in there. Holy mackerel, is that a puller? Look at that fine thread and the diameter of it. But I don't know if I ever heard of that company. Let me know if you have, but that is one heavy-duty puller. Ah, there is a 4-jaw chuck. I don't see the key. It's a little rusty, but it's not real bad. But that, that's what I'm after. I'm hoping there's steady rests and all kinds of stuff in there, but we'll have to see. Got to go through all this. It looks like the mice did not get in there. Here's some kind of ratchet. I'm going to spend a lot of time on this stuff. I don't know if this is a novelty or what, but it turns right here. That doesn't interest me much, so let's dig through this stuff. There's another puller of some kind. Don't see a name at it. I'm not going to spend much time on that. Oh, we know what that is. That's for snap rings. Another puller. I don't know if that's for ball joints or something of that nature. Screws. There's another puller. That's kind of rusty. I'm hoping there's legs for that in here. This isn't complete. I'm not even going to open that. That looks Chinesium, doesn't it? That looks like a KD tool. I'm not sure what it does. All kinds of pullers. This man was obsessed with pulling. That's a Craftsman. I think I've got several of those. Never seen one of those. A bearing separator. All right, what's in this box? Wow. Snap-on. All right, I got to lay this aside. I wonder what interchangeable puller set. That is heavy. In the comments, leave me if anybody knows the prices on some of this stuff here. But being a snap-on, wow, I wouldn't doubt if that isn't a $500 tool. No rust on it, all kinds of different jaws. Maybe I can sell some of this stuff and break even on the actual lathe, which I think I paid too much for, as I said. And right under that box, there's another snap-on box called a rear axle puller set. Wow. I'm a little bit impaired now. I got back from the dentist. I had a tooth pulled on it 2 hours ago. So I'm in discomfort. So I asked the dentist, this guy won't talk to me. He just won't talk. I said, Doc, what if they had a tiny little dent puller? You know what a dent puller is? A sliding hammer. Wouldn't it be neat to pull the tooth out? He did not even answer me. He has zero personality. All right, back to the cabinet. Kent Moore. They make a lot of automotive repair tools. Sleeve installer, whatever that would be. Fuel and I think this is Horror Freight, which I have no interest in. Pulley remover. Also, I believe Horrible Freight. And that as well. That's nothing. All right, this is heavy, whatever it is. Quite heavy. Let me lay it on the other table. And I'll pull this other thing out as well. That looks like it's cobbled up, whatever it is. This says 3-in-1 service set. Oh yeah, that's for, I think, U-joints. But it says it does 3 different things. Wonder if there's a brand on this. Boy, that heavy. No, I don't see the name on it. Maybe it's generic, I hope not. This item is very heavy and it looks like a mummy, doesn't it? I think I'm going to have to dump it out of there. Now I got to cut the tape. All right, what is it? Wow. I have no idea, and I do not see a name on it. But it's pretty hefty. Put it in the comments if you know. Well, the top shelf is empty. Let's turn our attention to the lower shelf here. Front pump puller for something. I'm not interested. Oh, there's another slide puller with vice grips on the end, and that's the last thing he pulled. That's what I was telling the dentist, you know, and he showed no interest. Talk about a zero personality. All right, here's another puller of some kind. Might be for U-joints. No idea. Tie rod end lifter. That's what that is. That's homemade. Another puller of some kind. A lot of this stuff does not have a name on it, so I'm mildly disappointed at that, but then again, I'm easily disappointed. Now I realize why this thing was so heavy. That guy must have replaced a lot of U-joints. Another puller, kind of specialized. No clue. Yeah, there's some directions there, but we don't know what it is. There's a puller set. Oh, that's a snap-on. And whether or not all of these parts go with it here, I do not know. That wouldn't go with it. And here's another what looks like a Craftsman puller. Yeah, it's a Craftsman. I got one like that. And I don't know, you tell me. Who made that? Doesn't say. Well, I'm not liking that, whatever it is. Homemade. There is a man-sized puller. Boy. Generic wrenches. There's a jaw. There should be about 3 of those for that one puller. I don't see it anymore. All right, now we're going to get into these 2 boxes. Oh, there's another one back in the corner. There's 3 boxes. At this point, I'm still broken-hearted because there's no parts for the Atlas lathe. I'll start with this one and I'll bring it out on the bench. I seriously hope there's no more pullers. I'm sick of them. And of course it's a puller. Shells again. Why only 1 leg? Should be 3 or 2, shouldn't there? So maybe that's scrap iron. Next box. Please, no more pullers. Please. Oh. Boy, there's nothing but legs in here, so whether they belong to that other one or, I don't know. Oh, there's just all kinds of stuff. But, we're just about done, so in here I just found this OTC Escort links, although they haven't made an Escort and a links, and so that's probably worth nothing. I'll pull this out, and it's quite heavy. And it's full of pullers, so don't get your hopes up. All right, here we go. Oh boy, just nothing but pullers, more of the same. Am I in frame? I don't think I am. Bearing separators. And then there's a drawer below. Just miscellaneous, I guess. That's for flaring, it looks like. Nothing in there, really. Pouting disappointment. I just realized this is a snap-on. Maybe some other stuff in here is branded. I'm going through real fast trying to get through this before you start looking at your phone. Okay, here's the sum total of what we came up with. A couple things down on the floor and over on the bench, and quite a few things on the top as well. But the only thing related to the Atlas lathe is this. So I am truly, truly disappointed. It's pretty much a Geraldo Rivera empty vault in regards to Atlas products anyway. But there's some real value here to all of this other stuff. It's just that I don't want to ever do that kind of mechanical work again. Well, now we know what's in there, and I'm thoroughly disappointed. And let me summarize something here as I finish the video. I really do not want any of this stuff. I want the cabinet. It's really a nice cabinet. Now it's lightweight enough to where I can get it onto the floor, even by myself. But I'm proposing something to you guys out there that are mechanical. I would like to sell everything I took out of here. I don't think I saw anything that I want to keep, but I would like to sell the whole kit and caboodle without the cabinet. And if anyone is interested, now I'm not talking something here, you know, I want 50 bucks for this or 75. I need some real cash for it because I overpaid for the lathe, and now I realize that I'm going to have to buy those accessories for the Atlas lathe with whatever cash I can generate from this. So if you're interested in this and you live in central Illinois and you can drive here, we're not going to ship this. No way. But anybody that wants to drive here and buy the whole thing, go ahead and send me an email, and I'll put the email address right down here. Don't use it for any other purpose. And if you're a low baller, you won't hear from me at all. I won't even say that's not enough. And there's even the possibility that nobody will give me what I would like to have, but so it's up to you. Maybe nobody wants this stuff. Maybe it belongs in the landfill. No, the snap-on stuff's way too good to put in the landfill, I know, but so anyway, I hope that you found this interesting. It was exciting. Maybe you heard my heartbeat, did you? It was really thumping there for a little while when I first opened that. And by the way, I'm no expert at lock picking. I am the lock picking shop teacher, but I can do simple locks, like not car locks. I can do, you know, this is a cheap lock, and I can do master padlocks, but not 100%. Things like that. So maybe you got a kick out of the lock picking as well, some of you. Anyway, so all right. It's Mr. Pete signing out, and by the way, this is June 24th. So in regards to what I said here about sending me an estimate of what you might pay me for this, do not do it after perhaps July 15th, 2024, because I won't answer or the stuff may be gone already. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I have to go in the house now. My tooth hurts like crazy. Right up here, it was kind of a front one. I've got no teeth left, hardly. But I guess it doesn't matter because I don't have much life left anyway. So, and I'm hungry and I can't eat right now. So, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment if possible and a thumbs up. Remember, I told you that the thumbs up may help my failing channel. All right. I know I've gabbed too much. This Mr. Pete saying so long for now, and I got a whole load of videos coming up this summer. There won't be a whole lot of machining because I've been doing traveling and I like to do this buying. It's probably the most exciting thing that I do is to go to auctions and garage sales and things like that. And believe me, you won't see many other auctions like what I went to yesterday, even though most of the merchandise was ruined by H2O. All right, I'm done talking. So long for now. Well, as an afterthought here, I just unloaded this all by my weakling self. It probably weighs about 75 pounds. So I put one end down and the other, it was a piece of cake. So I hope I can find those lathe parts. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pawn that thing off as well. So long again. All right, I have the tools all spread out so you can kind of see what we got here.
That's a Linus cabinet. That's good.